What is going on, everyone? Today, I'm going to be showing you guys some of my favorite plays in DFS for both DraftKings and FanDuel. These plays will work for both for April 5th, 2018 MLB. So these are going to be some of my top plays and definitely some guys that I'm going to be throwing in my lineups. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And before we start, I always get the question, what software is this? What software am I using to win? I'm using Draft Dashboard. This is the only DFS tool I use, and this is what literally had taken me from winning nothing every single night to now I win about 90% of nights. So it is literally the best DFS tool out there. It tells you every single stat you need to know. They rank the players super well with their algorithm, and as well as it's pretty cheap. But you can actually go ahead and if you click the link in the description, you will get a 7-day free trial. So definitely check it out. Start making some winning lineups and start making some actual money from DFS. This tool has literally changed my whole DFS, game because I went from being super bad to now I wouldn't say I'm personally super good, but this tool makes me super good. So utilize your resources. Definitely go ahead and try it out for 7 days. Make some winning lineups, see how you like it, and win some money while you're at it. So without further ado, I'll stop blabbering on. We're going to get straight into the lineup. So at pitcher, I'm liking James Paxton today. He's got a pretty good matchup against Minnesota. They're the 22nd best hitting team in the MLB, which isn't very good. He's a lefty, and he does a little bit better. Minnesota's not as good against lefties, so that's also something to note. He's projected a very good amount of points, 27.6. I think it was the second most on the board for pitchers, and his price was about like 3,000 lower than the top guys. So definitely something to note. So yeah, James Paxton, good matchup. Draft Dashboard has him ranked pretty well. His scoring's been okay. I wish he would have done a little bit better, but I think he's got a good matchup here. And I think he's going to do pretty well. He's a lefty, and I think he's going to kind of come back from his cold streak and pitch a really good game versus the Twins. So I think he's definitely a guy to throw in. I wouldn't throw him in every lineup just because, there is that chance he does have another bad game. But, if you just look at it, he's better against Minnesota's bad against lefties. He's got a good matchup. They're ranking him well. So I think he is going to do well, and he's projected a good amount. So I think he's definitely a guy that could get you right around what they're projecting. I don't see him throwing any crazy numbers up there, but I think you're going to get what you pay for with James Paxton. So he's definitely a guy to throw into some of your lineups at pitcher. So yeah, I think he's got a good matchup tonight, and he should do pretty well. Next, we have Joey Votto at first base playing against Pittsburgh. That's my team, by the way, guys. If any of you Pirates fans out there, make sure you comment so we can all cheer on the Pirates. I don't know. He does do a little bit worse against lefties, but it's just such a good matchup. Brault's not amazing, but he also has pretty good value right now. Projected a decent amount of points, especially for his price. His past couple games haven't been solid by any means, but I think he kind of comes out of that slump and gets this season going on the right foot. It's a new series. So I think Votto's going to do pretty well, looking at about third in the batting order, good position. And Draft Dashboard has him ranked 100. So definitely a guy you can throw in at catcher at first base that isn't going to break the bank, but I think will still give you a good amount of points. So Joey Votto is a good play. Then we have Trevor Story at shortstop. He's pretty good versus righties, as you can see right there. It says he's been cold, but 16 and 12 aren't very bad at all. So definitely something to be looked at. I definitely think he could get around 10 points as well. But for the price, that is not bad at all. Very good value. Pretty solid the last couple games, getting good amount of at-bats. His matchup is terrible as well. So I think Trevor Story is definitely a good guy to throw in at shortstop at a cheaper price so you can spend up in other areas. Draft Dashboard has him okayly ranked, but I think Story is going to have a good game. Batting sixth in the batting order isn't terrible. So I think he is going to have a good game. And he's my favorite play at shortstop. So if you are looking for a shortstop or, need some advice on one, I definitely would go Trevor Story. Then in the outfield, I have Brett Gardner. I just love this matchup. He's doing pretty well so far. 15, and then earlier he had another good game or two. So yeah, he had a high of 51 points. So definitely has the potential to go off. Hit a couple home runs maybe, or get a bunch of RBI. So Brett Gardner's definitely got the potential to go for a lot of points. He is a little bit better against lefties, projected a decent amount. Price isn't too expensive. Great matchup, and Draft Dashboard ranks him as 100. So pretty much everything is looking good across the board for Brett Gardner. It's all greens, and the more green, the better. So I like Brett Gardner a lot in the outfield, and he's not going to break the bank by any means. So maybe you can spend up at another position, or maybe another outfielder for somebody like Stanton or Judge or somebody like that. So next outfielder is JD Martinez. Got another great matchup, batting fourth, so definitely some RBI potential there. He's done all right, not very good, but he did have a 12-point game, which is pretty solid. They're projecting him to get another about 12, 13-point game, which I think is definitely possible against this matchup versus Tampa Bay, who's not good at all. And we saw how, Stanton and them did against Tampa Bay. So I think JD Martinez definitely has potential to maybe hit a home run, or not two, but he has potential to hit two, but I doubt he will. Hit a home run and get some RBIs, though. So yeah, he hasn't been terrible the last 3 games. Obviously you'd want to see more than 7, but that's not worst case scenario. 12's not bad. I think he could get around 10 to 13, which would make him pretty good value for his price. At third base, we have Miguel Andujar playing against Baltimore. Good matchup right there versus Cashner. He scored 35 points last game, so that's definitely something to be noted. He definitely has potential to score a lot of points, as shown there. So it looks like he didn't play any of the games before, so it's looking like he'll probably play today, as they said, probable batting order. So he's already hot. He's got a good matchup, good versus righty. So I think he continues this little hot streak he's on, and he's very underpriced for a guy that has potential to score 35 points, and he only costs $2,300. Miguel is very underpriced, so it's definitely worth a shot. I mean, worst case scenario, he doesn't do amazing, but you didn't spend much money for him, so it's not that bad. So definitely got to look at third base. Then at second, I have DJ LeMahieu, or however you say it. He's got a very good value. He's been averaging like 381 fantasy points or whatever per like dollar, or however it's calculated. He had a 28-point game. Let's see, 28, 15, 12. So very good. Got a great matchup. They have him ranked super good, 98 overall, and I think he was ranked the best second baseman for today. Like I said, very good value here. Projected 10 points. I think he goes more around 15 just because of his matchup, and he is a little bit better against righties. And it is a home. No, it is an away game, but whatever. But anyways, I think he's going to do very well. There's pretty much nothing bad across the board that would make me think anything that he would do bad. The only bad thing here is a away game, but I don't think that's too much of a big deal. So yeah, so these are some of my top players for today. I hope you guys throw some of these dudes in your lineup, and I hope they help you, win some money, of course. So yeah, I think all of them are definitely good plays. Some are a little bit better than others. You can probably tell which ones by the way I explain them. But I think they're all pretty decent plays, and you should be pretty safe with most of these guys. I think they're going to get a good amount of points, and they're all pretty well priced for their range. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Like I said, if you are interested in Draft Dashboard, the link for the 7-day trial will be in the description, as well as if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys tomorrow with another lineup.